Welcome to my channel. My name is Valerio and today we're gonna review the Getter 2 by Post Plus. For the one that never heard about this model, this is a version of the Getter 2 that comes from Getter The Last Days, actually Getter Armageddon The Last Days, and this is a new series also from Post Plus called Hit Metal. Now, I bought this version of this diecast robot, so this is a pre-built robot, not a model kit. Anyway, I bought it on Link Japan for I think 25,000 yen plus shipment, which make it onto the affordable side of the spectrum for a diecast robot. Now, if you want to find one now, it's gonna be a bit harder because I saw like the pre-order completely sold out and they've right discontinued, which means they don't expect it to be online anymore. So I can only recommend you to go and check on Chinese websites such as Bambus Bee, Shouzi, or Robot Kingdom. Maybe you might be a bit lucky. Why I'm suggesting to you to go to look for it, because well, first of all, this robot is awesome. Anyway, a few weeks ago I did the review for the Getter 1, still from the first series. I wasn't exactly enthusiastic about it, however I am exactly enthusiastic about this one. So oh, by the way, they're gonna do also the Getter 3, the Getter Dragon 2, 3, and then Shin Getter 1, 2, and 3. So this is gonna end up being one of 9 robots, in case you want the full things out of Armageddon. Now we're gonna look at accessories as usual, and there is a lot of stuff going on here, as you can see on the table. So let's start with the manual. The manual, I highly recommend that you look into it because some of the possibility of the robot is locked under some particular action you need to take with it. Otherwise, you risk to scrape the paint or actually break the robot. So I highly recommend you look into it. Display stand better than the one from the Getter 1. This is a piece of rock by which you can pretend that the Getter has been like jumping out. He has a drill, and technically in the anime it drills through stuff. So pretty cool that they give you an extra waist that you can attach to it, and then it pops out of it. Lots of fun and cool accessories. Now we're gonna see all the flame effects. So fundamentally the Getter 2 has two rocket engine on the back, and you can open it and you can attach all this stuff in it so that it makes like an explosion effect as is flying through it, or at least using it to move very, very fast. These are all painted with a bit of a gradient, and the color is well done, kind of stereotypical Flemish style. Now we look this other piece. This one are gonna attach to the drill, and they are in a different color than the one, and I don't know if it's my copy and all the copy like that. Pretty easy to paint it in the same color, honestly, but I would have preferred if it was exactly the same. In the camera they look more similar than they are live. Live is really look two different kind of plastic. I wonder if I just got the wrong pieces of bits, or that was just this is what I thought about it. This you're gonna attach it into the drill, and then you're able to attach this special effect out of it. Ta-da! Yep, they go attached. Now we're gonna see the invasors. So this one you can attach it so that they are attacking the Getter 2, and you will need they are pretty nice painted. They are half transparent, a bit of a dark clear dark color over it, and there are the eyes popping up all around it. You see, and then you can have them wrap around either his legs or the drill. Pretty cool. Then there are like the kind of teeth knife that they use to break it, and there is a bit of gradient toward the top of it. Very cool, honestly. That's everything I can say. I like when they go the extra mile with stuff like that. And now we're gonna look at that, but you will have to assemble tiny joints to attach them together. Not a lot of fun. If you're in diecast, more often than not you're not into model kit, but the whole operation takes 25 seconds. So attach all the pieces together, a bit longer, but you know, we can go a bit the extra mile for this robot, of which there was only a resin kit rendition. So we have it in front of us. This is a bit over 8 inches. I think it's 8.5, something like that. The weight is not particularly heavy. Actually, I think the weight is exactly the same as the Shin Getter 1, but for the diecast collector there is diecast. You can touch it directly when you have in your hand, but it's light, like it's tall and it is light. Most of the robot is colored into shiny color, other than the biceps and the shoulder that are like pre-painted plastic, like it's not painted. but they kind of contrast well with the super glossy bits out of it, so I will not complain too much about it. Anyway, the robot is pretty stable, doesn't need at all a display stand to stand, but if you want to go with the extreme, yeah, these are like the backpack rocket on the back, pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, you'll be able to pose it however you see fit without a display stand. If you want to go super extreme, as I was saying, yes, display stand, but not necessary. Now, a few things over it. I don't see any sign of sprue or anything like that. It looks pretty good. A few people, myself itself, complain about the feeling that the Getter one gave. That was not particularly solid. This one completely changed. This feels solid and nice in the hand. Now we're gonna quickly look at articulation. So I highly recommend you use the manual when you try to move it. So the head can go up and down, left and right, mainly because some of the more extreme joints are kind of hidden left and right. So for example, in order to activate the butterfly joint, you need to open the chest, move a bit forward the middle plaque, into it, and now you see, yeah, now you can activate the butterfly. You can also extract a tiny bit the shoulder, nothing crazy, but a couple of millimeters allow them to keep them more extreme joint. You see, now it's open and we are activating butterfly. It is hard, this bit. It was a bit softer into the Getter one, but you see, pretty cool how they solved this problem with such a flat design choice. Now we're gonna go with the arm that reach very easily shoulder level. Sorry, I'm trying to show how we extract, but extract for some little. Anyway, it goes up like this, then it bends on the elbow, on the pincher. There is an extra joint on the top of the bicep that allows it kind of different degree. This is really for most extreme pose. The pinch kind of moves, and it is a bit soft onto the, let's call it the wrist. Please let me know if it's the same. You see here, it is a bit soft, the joint. I don't know if it's only my copy or everybody. But anyway, nice metallic effect over it. I'm trying to understand. Now there is an ab crunch, and if you go to extreme with it, the robot will pop up to do the effect that I was telling you about with the accessories, that you can attach it to the fake waist and then pretend that he pop up from the ground. Anyway, you can see like very good ab crunch. You can rotate left and right, side to side, very good. Absolutely top notch from the top. Now to move the legs, you have to extract a bit the legs, and then you can reach higher degree. And now this is all ratchet joints, by the way. There are ratchet joints on the side of the feet, but not up and down. Okay. Yep. Here we are. You see, if you want to move it on the left, yeah, they are ratchet. There are also two tiny stickers to give more grip on the floor, as it was with the Getter one. I highly recommend you put it down, because otherwise the risk of slipping is pretty high. Anyway, mobility wise, joints and everything, this is absolutely excellent. I quite like it. It's a great job, as it was for the Getter one. Just this gives me a better feeling of solidity in my hand. So now that we finish it with it, so if you like to pose, this will give you a lot of satisfaction. Now we're gonna look into quickly a couple of comparison. So here we are, tiny Lego dude. Lego dude is very small, as usual. Now we're gonna pick up the Getter one. Getter one is exactly as high, but gives a worse feeling in the hand. Don't know why. Maybe because same quantity of diecast, but just chunkier, so feels a bit more, maybe empty is the right word. Now we're gonna go at the Blitzway Carbotics Black Getter one. So this is a lot of diecast, but posability wise is so behind the Pose Plus, but in your hand you can feel and on the detail you can see high quality. The problem is that looks like a really old project, and you can see the detail on some stuff and not on some other. Now the Meta Build Shin Getter, which is gonna stay as my Shin Getter, pretty like it. Getter Dragon from Sentinel, a bit taller, like a good head taller of it. And now to close the getter devolution from Sentinel, which one day I will find the wings, and actually more than fine, I will decide to pay for it. And now the Blitzway boss robot, quite liking it. Now let's go very quickly onto conclusion. Now as usual, we're gonna go look pro and cons, and then if I recommend it. Now for the cons, so the plastic special effect for the drill are a different color than the one that are the rocket that you use for propulsion. And that's it, guys. That's all I have for cons. For pro, lots of stuff. Sculpt is bang on the animation. The material this time, they feel like they're the right one. The paint job, it is great. You can pose it like a crazy person. Dimension give you satisfaction. It's not like a miniature kind of things. It is fairly sizable as a compliment. So overall, I highly recommend. Do I recommend it even if you didn't buy the Getter 1? Yes, I do recommend it, because I do think we have a lot of rendition of the Getter 1, and you can choose the one that you prefer the most, and as long as the size kind of looks like one another, you're gonna be a-okay. And there are a few that have similar size. However, like there are not other Getter 2. There is only a resin kit as far as I own. But I was speaking with a friend and told me, yeah, that's pretty much it. And so anyway, I was saying, even if you don't have the Getter 1, I highly recommend the Getter 2 and the Getter 3 and all the other Getters, of which we have less version out of it. So don't freak out, don't go like crazy person, spend eBay amount of money to find out the different bits. The Getter 1, as I told you, as I was saying before, the 5 Pro is fine. Oh my god, there are so many out of it. The Sentinel is fine, but with this one, this is the best one that we have at this moment and for the foreseeable future. Now, if you cannot find at the right place, how much should you go up to pay to give you satisfaction, like until it's worth? I think that until $200, you're getting your money worth. More than that, it starts to become an hard recommend. But inside this box, there is a lot of value for a price that is not so high. So while technically would be like $150 up to $50 more, I can say, yeah, I'm still totally worth it. But if you go on like, I don't know, $250, no, that's like way too much. I wouldn't go for it. But still, between 150 and 200, I highly recommend it. Now, that's all from me, guys. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Go to look some of the old videos if you didn't see the one about the Getter 1. Next week, we go back with model kits. Actually, no, I have an action figure from Grid My Universe. I already did the video. I just have to show it. And then we will go into model kit. I have the Berserk from Plamax, the one with the wolf armor, the Berserk armor, and most likely I should be able to finish to do the review for a model kit that I built some time ago, the real great 90 game from a Chinese company. They came out some time ago. Anyway, from Valerio, it is everything, guys and girls, and if you have any question, please let me know in the comments below. Bye to everybody and have a happy Christmas. If you do something for Christmas, and if we don't see each other before Christmas again. Okay, sorry for the very long conclusion. Bye to all.